Yeah. It was 20 years ago. And I like everybody, I worship John Prine. But, I grew up in a house that listened. Oh, okay.
We were at that show.
You were at that show?
That's why we were.
What is the shirt you're wearing? Are you wearing a John Prine shirt? Or are you just wearing a shirt and you just want me to look at you? Thank you for wearing a shirt tonight. Appreciate it. And opening for John, I did, some Southwest dates. So I remember I played Albuquerque, Salt Lake City. To be honest, it's a bit of a blur where we played, but I know I was there. But I do distinctly remember Albuquerque, and because I don't believe I'd ever been here before. And John's songs were something I discovered when I moved out of my parents' house, and I moved north of Ottawa to an rural area. It took about 40 minutes back and forth to the city, and I had a waitressing job, and so I, started listening to records. I listened to Elvis a lot. I listened to Amy Mann a lot, and I bought this double CD of John Prine, and there was a guy at a CD store who took good care of me and showed me the way, and so I listened to John Prine for the first time, but incredibly, when I was 12 years old, my parents sent me to a summer camp in Temagami, Ontario, which is sort of on its way to northern Ontario, and coincidentally, Ken Yates has a cottage there. And the first song, the first year I went to summer camp, I learned was from a camp counselor, and she sat in the back of the boat, and I paddled, and she taught me this song. So the hours would go by a little more quickly, and the song was, I was sitting in my bathtub counting my toes when the radiator broke and the water all froze. I was stuck in the ice without any clothes. I was naked as the eyes of a clown. And I just knew that as a camp song. So when I started listening to this John Prine CD, this track came on, I was like, I fucking know a John Prine song already. And the songs that I really loved of John's were always the ones that were, kind of tongue-in-cheek, and he was a bit spicy. He liked to rattle people's cages a little bit with life's great truths. And of course, we did this tour together, and then I quit music, and as I was coming back into music, I was asked to open for John again in Vancouver and a variety of other places, and it was 2018, 2019, and unfortunately about a few weeks before the show, about a week before the show, John had to cancel or postpone because he was dealing with some health issues, and we were going to reschedule, and it never happened. And during the pandemic, closer to the end of 2020, I was driving back and forth again in my car from my coffee shop to my house, which was actually not far, once again, all these places I've moved, but I was back in the area where I used to listen to John's music, driving back and forth. And someone put Hello in there on the radio. And I thought it was sort of a song that had suddenly come back into fashion in a way, because all these people of a certain age were deeply isolated during the pandemic, and some, of course, died from isolation. And I've watched my parents get older and watched them shift from people who traveled the world to people who sometimes get nervous to do things. And I realized that Hello in there is an incredible testament to the importance of connection, and also the importance of people's well-being when they're older, and staying in touch with them. And I made a covers record a year ago. It just came out, and it was without a doubt one of the first songs on my mind when I decided to make a list of songs I would cover in tribute to all the people that I love so deeply. So 20 years later, it's nice to see you. And we miss you, John. Had an apartment in the city. Me, I Loretta, like living there. We lost Davy in the Korean War, and I still don't know what for. Don't anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger. Old rivers run wilder every day. Old people that grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. Oh, hello. Me and Loretta, we don't talk much these days. She sits and stares out the back door screen. No, the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream we've all seen. Maybe I'll go and call Rudy. We worked together at the factory. But when I say if he asks what's new, nothing what's due, nothing much to do. You know that old trees just grow stronger.